Are you ready?
Yes.
Have you forgotten how to do it?
No.
So, 1 to go. We are going to hammer for them. Okay?
Yes.
We will hammer with one hammer. Come on. We will hammer with 2 hammers. We will hammer with 3 hammers. We will hammer with 4 hammers. I will hammer with 4 hammers. I will hammer with 5 hammers. All day long. Come on.
Good morning, students. Good morning. Children. Students, is us dog. Are you children? We are still children. Children. Children, is us dog. Children. Jesus loves you. You are happy, and you know you say amen. Amen. You are happy, and you know you say amen. Amen. If you're happy, and you know, and you really want to show it. If you're happy, and you know, stand up. I'm so happy to be in your presence. I'm so happy to be in your school. My name is Dr. LOVETH'S Diary, and with me here are my colleagues. They're all going to say their names. We are your friends. We are your elder sisters. Even the guys here, you brought them to say people feel comfortable. They are just like your siblings. We've been here some years back, and most of the things we learned from school is what kept most of us going. Yes. Most of us were not really opportunity to hear these things at home. I can go on with English, right? Yes. If you have any, if you want to call me back, just call me back, I'll answer you. This opportunity is like a movement. We go into many places to meet girls, to talk to girls like us, because we know that tomorrow we are all leaders of tomorrow. As I am a doctor now, many of you want to be doctors, many of you want to be teachers. Teachers are the bedrock of anything, because without them we can't be anything. Most of us want to be engineers.
For us, come on. Without being taught, she won't be there to address you. Is it not true? Yes. Once again.
So at this point, we know this is time now. It used to, if you miss it now, it will take you so much time to begin it. So some of us have made mistakes. We don't want you people to do such mistakes. The world is evolving very fast. And in as much as we find ourselves in this area, we are not also left out. People in the town, we are also enjoying what they are enjoying. So the name of our foundation is called Bad Foundation. When we go outside, like when we are done with you, then you will see our banner outside. This is our logo. Then our slogan is affecting lives. It's not how much you do, but it's how much of impact you make to people. Now when you give this word, what will people remember you for? So just feel very comfortable, feel very relaxed with us. If you have any question, you have anything to say, just open up this word. We have your teachers too, that's why if you listen at home, you can't listen and your friends. So we don't want to seek the wrong counsel from another person. So that's why we are here. Thank you very much. So now this is a little word of prayer and a little word of counseling before we start. Let's invite Nurse Glory. She's a licensed nurse and
good morning, everyone. Good morning, beautiful ladies.
good morning.
If you're not beautiful. Good morning, beautiful ladies.
Good morning.
All right. I may not have
Love it. Love it. Log into your Facebook with Alice phone. My camera is not clear. Log into your Facebook with your phone.
just let me just give us small thing that you can hold on to. Do you understand? Okay. We'll start by reading a Bible verse.
Alice,
I'll
use
be
your
very
Facebook.
at it. First Moses chapter 4 verse 4. I don't have a Bible, but I will just run down to the Bible. It says, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for believers in spirit, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Like she said, this our stage now, this our level is the most difficult. I know I'm saying the most difficult, but if you miss it now, it will be very hard for you. That is why we come to younger
Who's
ones.
Mr.
Because
Kissing with you?
I might not have gotten everything right when I was growing up. In fact, when I was growing up, I
Who's
didn't
Mr.
work under
Kissing
my
with
father's
you?
rule. I didn't.
Eh?
We were living
Mr.
alone
Kitchen
with my
was
siblings
kissing
as at from
kissing
primary
with
three. You can
with
imagine
you.
how young I was then. It's
I
just the
ended
grace
the
of God
school.
and the prayer that kept us living. So now your opportunity to be in your
Don't put the
parents' house.
microphone in
I
your
want us
clothes.
to take it as serious as Physiological process. What do I mean by a physiological process? Is a normal thing for every lady that is at puberty. Okay. And is the monthly flow of blood through the vagina. I know most of us, when we first saw our menstruation, we were scared. We were like, ah, mommy, mommy, you see what is happening, oh. Mommy, I don't know what is going on, but it's a normal thing. So, this menstruation, there is something called menstrual cycle. And this menstrual cycle, it starts from a particular time to a particular time, and it differs in many ladies. Some people, their own takes like 21 days. Some people, their own takes like 34 or 30 days. But then it's our responsibility to know our own menstrual cycle. But the normal one is 28 days. And between that, in the middle of that 28 days, being the 14th day, there is ovulation. What's ovulation? Nobody knows. Ovulation is when your, okay, let me start by showing us this diagram. This is the ovary, this is the endometrium, what we call womb in layman's language. And this endometrium now, it has three parts. We have the um, we have the myometrium, we have the perimetrium, and then this thin layer is the one that usually sheds off and comes out as blood, and that's what our menstruation is. Then someone will ask, this menstruation, okay, like I was saying before, some people have different range of menstrual cycle. Okay, I've not defined menstrual cycle for us. Menstrual cycle is the first day we saw our menses till a day before the next menses. And like I said, it's usually 28 days. Some people 30, some people 22, but the usual range, the normal range is from 21 to 35 days. Anything below 21 days and anything above 35 days is abnormal. And then anything less than 21 days, we call it polymenorrhea, whereby someone can menstruate 2 times in a. When someone can menstruate like twice in a month, then oligomenorrhea is when maybe your menses stays above beyond 35 days. It's not also normal, and there are some factors that play roles in those irregularities. Then there is also what is called menorrhagia. And menorrhagia is when someone bleeds so much, bleeds abnormally. You know, maybe you change like 4 parts or 5 parts in a day. It's also abnormal, and there are some factors that are also causing them. Then um what else do I tell us about menstrual cycle? Okay, let me go straight to the factors that cause those abnormalities. For the polymenorrhea, for the menorrhagia, that is so much bleeding. It may not really concern us. Usually, the adults. It can be caused by fibroids. It can be caused by pelvic inflammatory diseases. It can also be caused by um, PID. That's the pelvic inflammatory diseases. Then for the polymenorrhea, whereby someone is frequently menstruating, you need to consult your doctor and find out what the problem is. Also for the amenorrhea. So there's also what is called oligomenorrhea, where amenorrhea, sorry, when someone does not even menstruate at all. It's not normal. You still need to visit your doctor and know what the problem is. Some might be hereditary. Some might be due to pregnancy. Of course, when someone is pregnant, you don't menstruate. It's called amenorrhea. Then some might also be due to infection. I believe most of us, we are not engaged in any sexual activities, but I will still enlighten us about it because we are growing up. What when your free period is and when your um uh, fertile period is, so that we know and not to practice it now. Then for the free period, I told her that our ovulation occurs at the 14th day of our menstrual cycle. That's if you have a normal menstrual cycle, which is 28 days. Then if you have 30 days menstrual cycle, it's also normal, but know that your ovulation occurs at the 15th day. Just like that. Just like at the middle of your menstrual cycle, that's when your ovulation occurs.
And then for someone that has 28 days cycle and your ovulation occurs at 14th day, then 4 days before that ovulation, which is day 10 to day 14, is your fertile period. Why is it your fertile period? The sperm lasts 5 days before it dies, whereas the ovary lasts 12 to 24 hours before it dies. So when someone ovulates at day 14 and had sexual exposure at day 10, the sperm will live there till day 15, and it will eventually meet that egg on day 14 and the person will get pregnant. But then 2 days, or let's say a day after your ovulation, is also your free period, and we should be careful of that in the future when we get married and we don't want to get pregnant. Then for the factors that can cause someone to have irregular menstruation. Irregular menstruation is when maybe your menses comes 28 days this month, next month 30 days, the upper month 30. Like, it's just irregular. What can cause someone to have that? Stress is inclusive, infection is inclusive, uh, um, stress, infection, menopause. During menopause there are some irregularities, and okay, menopause. What else should I tell us about menstruation? Okay, that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Like what she said, menstruation is mostly flow of blood. It starts at the age of 10 for they were early puberty. Then for people wearing late puberty can stay up to 15, 16 years. I know most of us are already menstruating. I want to tell you that it's normal. Don't feel embarrassed. Maybe the first day you saw your period, like me, the first day I saw my period, I was so embarrassed. Like, I had to tell my mom. So that's why you have your mom in the house. Open your mouth and tell your mommy when you see blood on your pants. You can tell your teacher if you happen in school. Don't tell your classmates there is a boy. Tell your teacher, have female teachers. I know people have guardian counseling. You can go and meet anybody. Say, ma, please, I'm menstruating. So don't feel embarrassed. There are it shows that you are growing and your body is changing. So now you should live a very careful life. Like, live a very careful life. And during this period, you can have painful menstruation, like stomach cramps, your body, you can feel hot, you can be moody, and you decide to be angry that day. You can decide to be happy. You can look very beautiful that day. There are hormones. Any SS2 here? Please, okay, let me see your hand. People should give me 3 female hormones. Just anyone. I'll give. What is a hormone? So that I will not be short. I don't want to speak English and go. I want to impart. I want to talk to you people like my siblings. So, what is a hormone? Just say anything you want to say. Your teachers are here. Your biology teacher is looking at you. Are you ready? I don't know if she's here or he. Hormone. Any female hormone. You've not heard of progesterone. You've not heard of estrogen. Nobody have heard of prolactin. Wow. Please go home and read your book. WAEC is coming. Go home and read your book. For hormone, is an assignment. It's a quiz. Know it now, because whoever that gets it, I'm giving you a prize. We came to school. We are all learned people. We are leaders of tomorrow. So I'm telling you, you can have painful menstruation. You can be having cramps. It's normal. If you cannot hold it, like if it's so severe, you can take paracetamol or what you call piroxicam. I would have come with one. Felvin. Any chemist know it's Felvin. There are a lot of things that can make stress can make your period either increase or decrease. Hunger, the food you eat. Like if you have painful menstruation, if you take sugar or beverage 2 days to your period, I bet it's going to be heavy and it's going to be painful. So know what you eat. Eat more of vegetables. At least this is period of farming. Vegetables, fruits, and all of these things. Then when you start menstruating, the first day you start menstruating, maybe the next time you might not see the next month. It's normal. You might not see the next month. This is the first time you see your period. It's called menarche.
What did I say? I will ask this question again. The first, when puberty hits, the first thing you see is called telaki. I will ask this thing as a question. When you hit puberty, you start seeing pubic hairs under your armpits, you start looking beautiful, you start seeing pubic hairs in your private area, then your breasts start developing breasts and all of that. I say telaki before menarche. Menarche is once you have seen your period. You might not see it again the next month. You might not see it again the next month, depending on your body. But once it starts being constant, I want you people to do this. Who has a book and a pen? Bring out. I want to give you an instance. Let's say by January 18th, I started menstruating. People don't have book and pen. There's a calendar. Okay. This is a calendar. Now, this is June calendar. I want to tell you, do you know why I'm teaching you this thing? So that you know how to count your period. Kihafina at this thing is school. Please, that thing is so embarrassing. Every boy around you, you start tying all these things. I don't like it. Let's say this person started menstruating on the 9th of June. Let's say she told you that your menstrual cycle is from 21 days to 35 days. So let's take my own now. It's 28 days. So let's count 28 from this 9. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. First, Gawu, 23. Till the next 28 days, give mark. That is my menstrual cycle. Then, ovulation. That's when that hormone, or progesterone, comes in. On October, my own is on the 28th. On the 14th day, that is from this day be the menstruation. Give Goya on the 14th day is your ovulation. Do you understand me? Yes. Will it make sense? Yes. Then, okay. Ovulation is the period. There's something that is called cumulus onforus. That's why I don't want to go deep. That is the ripening of the egg. We all have eggs in our womb. We have over 4,000 eggs. But in life, what we use is 400. This blood in a shed, aqua egg in your womb that is ripe. That as it's ripe like this, it can receive sperm. But I'm not teaching you a reception of sperm because at this period, what you are practicing is chastity. We don't know what is man. We don't know what is sex for now. So I'm not going to tell you anything about your free period. But just know on that 14th day is when a woman is ready to get pregnant. So, your period, you're on the 14th day. Be careful, check some things in your body. Your breast might feel fuller. If you touch your breast, it might feel fuller. Your temperature will be a bit high. As in, I won't get it at this too high. Some people might have cramps. Like me, I don't have painful menstruation, but I cramp when I'm ovulating. So you can have cramps. You can have mood swing. That they decide to be angry. That they can decide to be happy. Are you getting my point? So that's just the knowledge of this. So that when you are doing what you are doing, it's like you can't it's like I'm ovulating. So that you know yourself. I'm not telling you when you're ovulating so that you go and indulge. If you indulge in any sin, you know that sexual intercourse is a sin. It shouldn't be mentioned among us now. It is a sin. And if you do it, God is not happy with you. Your body is the temple of the Lord for now and forever till you are married to your husband. So now, chastity is what we are preaching. So on the 28th day, give mark also. So on the 28th day, my next period, give you also. So get a calendar and keep it in your room. If you do period, if you can't remember it. If you go home now, for people that have not seen period this month, once you start menstruating, go and circle it on your calendar. Do you hear me? Then, when the next one will come, circle it on your calendar. Then count up from that first day till the first day of the next month. Not confuse the matter. Give me how many days? Overall 28 days. Give me that deal with 28 days. Overall 21. Overall 34. From 21 to 35 is normal. So give Julie that one, Maria. I hope this makes sense. So please, the next one we are going to talk about is menstrual hygiene. So let's welcome Dr. Favor. We are almost done. So we are rushing because we have the exam.
Please, oh, feel free. Don't look at your teacher, so feel free. Don't be afraid. I'm here. Okay. As the other people have talked, you have taught us on menstruation, how it's supposed to be, and most importantly, how we're supposed to keep ourselves till we are what? Married. Till we are what? Married. Yes. Okay, so I'm talking to us on menstrual hygiene. Can someone tell me what hygiene is? What you think hygiene is? Somebody must talk. Can somebody? Yes, yes.
Hygiene, as my own hygiene is can be defined as a state of being in a state of being clean,
Yes, state of being clean.
or in a state of
Don't worry. Let's clap for her. Hygiene is a state of being clean. Okay, so menstrual hygiene is being clean on your period and generally as a girl, being clean. First of all, we know we're supposed to bathe how many times a day? Eh? 3 times a day. Yeah, morning, afternoon, and night. But we don't keep to it now. Sometimes in the night itself, we don't bathe. We just come back and sleep. So we're supposed to bathe in the morning, if you can, in the afternoon, or morning and night. You wash your underwear regularly. Make sure it's neat to avoid smell that side. You understand? So we're supposed to keep it clean. Always wash your pants regularly, and then don't wear your pad for long. As we're supposed to change our pad like about 3 or 4 hours a day. No matter how light, even if you check and the blood there is small, don't say let me wait for it to go to. You remove it. Once you notice that there is blood there, you remove it. You change it maybe morning, afternoon, and night, if possible, or morning and night. But you have to change your pads regularly. So while washing, when you're washing your vagina, when you are bathing, you are supposed to clean, or while using the tissue self, when you're cleaning yourself, you don't clean from the back to the front, you clean from the front to the back. So you don't transfer sheets to this side. You understand? So we're supposed to, when you're washing your vagina, use only water. You don't use soap or any kind of green soap or the one that has good smell. You don't use it there. So it doesn't mess with your pH. Okay. So we're supposed to wash with only water and make sure I've talked about cleaning your underwears regularly, washing yourself, and then it's most advisable to not use pads that have scent. For me, I don't like pads that have too much scent. Sometimes it can give you rashes or irritate your skin. Also, it's better to shave when most all of us here now start shaving. We know about shaving now. Yes. So we're supposed to shave before our period so that you can shave properly. And you shave downwards, not upwards. You shave this way. Okay. Um, when you use your pad, do well to remove it. People are easily irritated when they see pad and blood. So it's better to do it when nobody is seeing. You remove your pad, fold it well, wrap it maybe in paper or another nylon. You wrap it well. Some people burn their own. Some people dispose it. But if you're going to dispose, you're going to make sure you're going to dispose it properly so that people don't see it. And then for spiritual reasons, there are wicked people everywhere. So you need to make sure that you keep your pad well. If you're going to burn it, you burn it because it doesn't burn easily. You're going to burn it, you burn it maybe in the night, preferably when there's nobody watching. You bring it out and burn it because it doesn't burn easily. It burns from the back of the pad to the front. So you make sure that every part of the pad is fully burnt before you leave it. Yeah, you don't dispose your pad inside the toilet. For those that you just clean yourself or you put your pad, you throw inside the toilet or you just keep it anyhow. Nobody is supposed to know. You're supposed to be very neat.
Okay. Okay. If you can do it as you're in school now, will you take 3 times? Okay. Yeah, yes, yes. If you are having heavy flow, some people have very light flow. You can change this. The maximum is 8 hours. But since you are in school now, let's say you come to school now by 8 o'clock. If you have baby flow, instead of you being stayed, you can go to the toilet and change. But if you have normal flow, you can change morning and night. And while changing, you wash. She said don't wash with soap, don't wash with scented anything. Because also causes cancer. In the way you use it in the vagina. You don't have cream there. Use only water. She told you how to clean when you go to toilet. There's what we call urinary tract infection. There's nothing like toilet infection. You don't get infection from the toilet. Let me tell you what causes urinary tract infection. When you want to clean your poop, let me turn my back. You clean like this. You carry the pieces from here to the the different there's
But I attended all of them.
Sorry, there's anus, there's vagina, there's urethra.
That means I don't have milk.
Yes. If I am not teaching from maybe the menstruation, then maybe I'm not sure. Anyway, 3 opening. So if it's a toilet, clean like this. You understand? So that you don't carry the poop and go down. And for people that don't drink water here, drink water all the time. In the morning, once you wake up, that should be the first thing you do. You look beautiful, you glow, you have a very good oral training and all of that. So thank you, Dr. Favor, for speaking to us. So the next person we are welcoming is Dr. IJ. She teaches us how to use a pad and how to dispose your pad. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Why are you all so cold? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Nobody is cold. Everybody's fine. Okay. So I'm here to teach us how to use a pad properly, how to place it. Because most of the times we place it wrongly and we end up getting stained. Now let's start with pardon me. The best pant to use for fixing of pad is a cotton pad, a cotton pants. Did you all hear me?
Yes.
Cotton pants. Don't use lace. Don't use. Okay, let me not go far. Don't use those rope to fix your pants. It will not stay. You use cotton pants. Now, this is my pad. Are you all seeing this?
Yes.
We all can see it. So we open carefully. You know when you open a pad, who noticed that there's a short and there's a long side? Are we all seeing this?
Yes.
You don't place it wrongly. You don't place the longer one in front. You don't place the shorter one at the back. You will also get stained. So when you open it, you unwrap it carefully. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Everyone is seeing what I'm doing.
Yes.
Open it carefully. When you open it, don't throw this away. Oh. You can wrap it very well and keep so that when you're disposing it, it's going to be very useful and helpful in disposing the pad. So now I've opened it. Are you seeing I'm holding it?
Yes.
I did not put the surface on anywhere. I did not keep it so that you will not contaminate it. Someone talked about infection, right? So we have to be very careful because she told you we have 3 openings down and it's a very delicate part. So now you bring your pants, you turn it. Why? I know people are going to laugh. What is funny? If anybody laughs now, you will come out and show me how to wear a pad. I'm serious. If you laugh now, you will come out. I have enough pad. I will give you. You open and show us. So all of you, listen. Oh, don't laugh. Are you seeing these pants? I don't know why you're laughing. Some of you are even bigger than me here. Your pants will be bigger than this. Are you seeing this part?
Yes.
Like these people are laughing. People should be learning this. So this is the front side, right? Yes. This is the back. Remember I said there's a short and there's a long side. Carefully, when you buy pants, are you seeing this cotton thing here? It will help direct you to. Now look at this pad well. This short place, there's a line here. Are you seeing it? There's a line here too. Are you seeing it? Here, there's a gum here that will stick it to the pants carefully. So now where this line is, you carefully place it on your pants. Like Let it be in alignment. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? It's placed. There's a gum. That's why you don't use tissue paper. That's why it's advised to use pads. Are you seeing it's on the pads now? Now, a pad has two wings. The left and the right side. Are you with me?
Yes.
You carefully open. You keep it. Now you open the wings. You open the wings here. You carefully fold it at the back of your pants so that it will be very firm. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Are you seeing it? Now, you place and just flip over. Someone will come and show us how I did it too. So, watch me. You are still laughing. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Is it moving? Is it moving?
No.
Is it falling out?
No.
Okay. Did you see what I did? Now, when you're placing this thing now, she told you that some people have heavy flow, some people have lighter flow. And now, you have to know yourself very well. Some people now might place like this now and sit down. The front will get full faster than the back. So now, if you're that type of person that the front side of your pad gets filled up easily before the back, while placing this pad, you have to lift it a bit higher. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Is it making sense?
Yes.
I just taught you normal way of placing pad now, but I'm trying to teach you more just in case you know yourself very well and you know the front gets filled up easily. You place it a bit higher. Use the line. You can just go an inch up or 2 inches up, like small, and place your pad. If it's that the back gets fuller, okay, the pad gets filled up easily, you place it this normal way so that the back is still longer than the front. What I said, did it make sense to anybody?
Yes.
Now, when it's time to dispose of that pants, if you have heavy flow in school, maybe after 4 hours or when you're about to get filled up, you carefully unwrap it. Are you seeing from the pants now? You remove it. You fold it carefully. Most people now, they get irritated easily, but it's your waste product, so I don't see any reason why you should get irritated. It's from your body. Are you seeing how I'm wrapping it?
Yes.
Carefully wrap it well. You have wrapped it. It's not going to be this empty, it will be filled with blood. That's why it absorbs the blood, so it's not dripping out. That's why it's a good pad. Is it making sense? If it's tissue paper now, it will get soaked up, you will get stained, you will be embarrassed. I hope you are seeing why we use pad, why it's very useful.
Yes.
Now, this paper of the pad, why I say don't throw it away, is very, very useful. Now, when you're done, you see this thing now, let me raise it up. Are you seeing it? What am I doing? Good. You wrap it very well. This thing, you still close it. When you're done, your black waterproof leather, anything, if waterproof is far from you, you're in school, you can wrap it carefully with paper. After you're done wrapping here, don't dispose like this. It's not good. Get a black leather, you tie it. You get your paper, wrap it very, very well. Now, so people have different ways in which they dispose their pad. At times, most people in boarding school, nobody's a border here, right? Most people in boarding school, they gather it together in a black leather and they burn it. Now, when you're burning your pad, I remember Dr. Favour saying pad does not get burnt easily. So when you're burning it, she stands there and make sure it burns very well. I think there's a gel-like stuff inside the pad. So if you burn it at first, the fire might go off. Stay there and watch it that it burns well. If the fire goes off, you light it up again and burn. When you're done burning it, you can pack the ash and dispose properly into your waste bin. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Nobody should have this and throw inside water system. If someone asks now, why don't you throw this inside? It will block your toilet. Did you hear? So now, if you're not the type that gathers together to burn, when you wrap like this and you tie in leather, go to your waste bin and dispose properly. Did you hear me? Yes. Don't go around littering it or leaving it in your bathroom or leaving it in your toilet or leaving it in your school bag if you're changing in school. Is it making sense? Yes. Is it making sense? Yes. Okay, I'll ask somebody now one proper way of disposing. Fine girl at the back, you, the one that are carrying, stand up. No, you that is standing back, yes, you. What's your name? You can hear me, right? Ebere. Okay, how do you dispose your part properly?